Hey, this is Connor BS here for League of Awesome Geeks. What I'm going to try to do in this video is give you everything you need to know about Final Fantasy Brave Exvius in 6 minutes. This guide is intended to answer any questions new players may be having. I will be making references to checking out the wiki or Reddit page a few times within the video. Links are down below in the description, and I suggest that you check out any of those resources. If you do need further help or comment down below to suggest other videos you'd like to see, you're welcome to it. So the clock is ticking, so let's begin here. So let's go into character overview here. There are 3 things you should take note in each character when you draw them. Almost all of the information can be found on the unit screen when you select that character. Ensure that trait is selected and you will see everything in that one screen. At the top, you'll see the stars of that level. The stars refer to the awakened state of the unit. The higher the stars, the better the unit, generally speaking. If the unit can be awoken, aka gain another star, you will first have to max that level before doing so, and with every star, you lose all levels, but increase your level cap for that unit. Next, I want to draw your attention to the limit burst. The limit burst is also upgraded by the star ranking. When awakening, think of the limit burst as a huge increase. With limit burst level, think of it more as a sub-level. The number given to level up that limit burst is actually the amount of limit bursts you perform. The more you use it, the more you'll increase that bar. Every time you awaken that unit, you keep the level, but the amount to level up drastically increases. If you really want a maxed limit burst, you would hold off on awakening that unit until you max that limit burst level at that star, and then move on. Finally, the Trust Master reward. These rewards are given to you when you hit 100% trust. It is not limited to that character and can be equipped on anyone as long as they have the requirements. Some Trust Master rewards are valuable, others are not. For example, Luna, with the Trust Master reward of Barrage, a friend point pull, has Barrage, a sought after skill allowing a unit to attack 4 times randomly at any enemy target. Pinole, on the other hand, has an equipped small sword, so that's not so useful. To increase units' trust, there are 2 ways. One is to use the unit, and after every successful mission, exploration, or vortex, each unit has a 10% chance of gaining a 0.1% in their trust. The second is by feeding duplicate units together. You will increase their trust by 5%. Trust percentages will also transfer over to duplicate units, and it is useful to find the Trust Master reward by making a team of duplicates, gaining that trust over multiple units, and enhancing them together. That said, you cannot fuse a 100% trust unit with a duplicate unit and get a second Trust Master reward out of that. You have been warned. Right now there are 5 kinds of units. There are character units, the ones that we've just been talking about. These characters all hail from the Final Fantasy universe, and these guys are constantly used to make your party and complete the story mission, vortex, Coliseum, and exploration missions. The metal cactars are the ones that you would feed to your character units for XP. Nothing more, nothing less. The bigger they are, the more XP they have. That said, sometimes there are events that increase the chance to have more effective XP gains. If you can always wait for these events to possibly increase the XP gain even more so. Gil Snappers. These are purely to sell. No need to keep them, sell these slowpokes for some quick gil. Limit Burst Pots. Enhancing these little guys to one of your characters will grant them XP towards their limit break. 1 XP is equivalent to using your limit break once, so it can be fairly useful to speed up that process. Trust Moogles. These guys give you 10% trust. It's super useful, just make sure you feed it to a unit that you actually want a trust reward for, otherwise it's a little moot. So notes about general gameplay here. It's generally not a good idea to spend 100 lapis on energy, and especially not in the Coliseum. This doubly so in the case of trying to get through an exploration, story, vortex, or special event fight in which it offers you the chance to revive. Just take the beating, farm up, equip equipment specific for the fight, and try again. The best use of your lapis is spent on the daily draws, in which you can pull for 250, saved up for a 10 cost 11 pull, or for a special event or special bundle. If you want to, you can always spend lapis on increasing storage, or an extra slot in building if you ever so desire. Just try not to get too carried away. In exploration and towns, there are magic chests. Magic chests require magic keys to open. Don't worry about buying keys, as it is my experience that if you play semi-regularly, you will have enough opportunities to either collect magic keys or the ingredients to make said keys. The vault holds many useful items, in which you'll have to find the earth keys hidden throughout towns, explorations, as well as the end of some particular quests. The vault is located at the royal capital Grandshelt town. Espers are useful even if you don't summon them, seeing as they can give your characters increase in stats, That said, keep in mind that your characters will also become aligned with that element, so they resist the Esper's element but become weaker to its opposite. Many Esper zones are hidden and have to be found. If you can't find a particular Esper, check out one of the many wikis on the Reddit page for help. A link to the wiki is posted under in the description below. Once you fully max out the leveling of an Esper, then you can fight them again at the location you found them at. Doing so grants you a ranked up Esper, but will drop them back to level 1. Time is getting short, so let's check out a few little tidbits that new players may not know here. In the Vortex Chamber of Awakening, the 10 energy is the best drop for sacred and holy crystals. You're welcome. In the main menu, there's a section for trophies. These trophies are given after completing X things so many times, giving various rewards, and ultimately, after collecting enough trophies, you are rewarded with a recipe, the Hero's Ring. The Hero's Ring is currently a last prize in that pool, granting the wearer a plus 10% to attack and magic, with a plus 3 to defense and spirit. It's a pretty solid ring. Finally, records found on that same screen hosts a collection of all your stats in one easy place to read, so you can see how many times you failed at that Coliseum match, or how many times you've consecutively logged in. Alright, that's been me here with 6 minutes of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Hopefully that helped you out there. If there's more that I should maybe touch upon or anything like that, I'm gonna maybe make some sister guides here. So thanks for watching, and best of luck with those polls, because that's where they get you. Dem polls.